It's playoff time in Missouri and Kansas. Win and you move on to the next round. Lose and your season is over. In our game of the week, Carl Junction tries to defend home turf against McDonald County. Plus, Lamar continues its state title defense at home against Pleasant Hope. In Kansas, Columbus and Parsons rematch after seeing each other on the same field just 1 week ago. Plus, Pittsburgh heads on the road to face Highland Park in Topeka, hoping to avoid a first-round exit for the second year in a row. Highlights from those games and much more. It's the only 30-minute high school football highlight show in the 4 states, and it starts right now.
You're watching Fox 14's Pressbox, sponsored by Missouri Southern State University, Matco Builders, Roper Kia, and Kramer's Quality Meats of Grove.
Hey, welcome into Pressbox on Fox 14. That's Brock Baldridge. I'm John Dales. And we've waited a long time for this moment. Brock, the playoffs are finally here.
Yeah, the weather has cooled down now, and that means it's playoff football time in the 4 states. And, well, we have a low slate this week because a lot of our teams are home this week.
Yeah, that's right. And we'll get started in Missouri with our game of the week at Bulldog Stadium. Carl Junction at home to begin district playoffs. Bulldogs play host to 2-7 McDonald County. Mustangs go 3 and out on the first drive of the game. Carl Junction's first offensive snap. Mason Gilbert takes the snap, hands it off to Tony Stewart on the jet sweep. He cuts upfield, turns on the afterburners, and he's gone. Touchdown, Bulldogs lead 8-0 after a successful 2-point try. After forcing another punt, Carl Junction's first pass attempt of the game, Gilbert airs it out deep down the middle. Ryder Piles juggles a couple times and makes an incredible catch through tough defense. That drive ends with a Gavin Calger 39-yard field goal. CJ now up 11-0, second quarter, down near the goal line. Burt Diskin takes the snap, hands off to Marcus Lopez Durman. He dives over the top, gets into the end zone for a touchdown. Bulldogs up 18-0. McDonald County comes roaring back in the second half, but CJ hangs on 18-13 and advances to the district semis next week.
And McDonald County puts up a good fight in that one. Well, it's been anything but a perfect season for the Webb City Cardinals. This is a team that brings in a 3-6 record to the playoffs, but you can put that in the rearview mirror now because now it's the postseason, and that means it's basically a whole new season. And Webb City, they go against a team who they scored 70 points on last year. Let's head out there to Cardinal Stadium as they face Belton, who they beat 71-20 in the playoffs last year. Opening kickoff. Check this out. Cardinals kicking here. They go for the onside kick, and Brody Eggleston is right there to recover it. That's how you set the tone early. Second play of the game for Webb City. Jackson Lucas with the option takes it up the middle for a 39-yard touchdown. Cardinals lead 7-0. Couple drives later, Lucas is going to toss this one over the middle to Fisher Derrick, and he's wide open for the easy score. Make that 14-0 Webb City. The Cardinals keep their foot on the gas pedal. Second quarter now. Jackson Lucas rolls out. He finds a wide open Gus Carnes. Cardinals, again, they just keep on roaring along. It's now 28-0. 1 play left in the half. Jackson Lucas sneaks up the middle for another touchdown. Add that to the board. Webb City finds their rhythm. They defeat Belton 42-6, the final score.
That looks like the Webb City of old. And now we move to Class 2, defending state champ Lamar at home tonight. Tigers are 5-4. They hope to turn things on come playoff time as well. Let's go to Lamar. Tigers are hosting the Pirates of Pleasant Hope. Now Lamar doesn't waste any time getting started in this one. Offensively, first snap of the game, handoff to Aiden Sheet. He takes this one up the sideline, 45 yards to the house, puts Lamar on the board first in this one. Lamar's next possession, this time it's Alex Wilkerson in at quarterback. He fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, makes a man miss, then makes another one miss with a great juke move, creates some space, takes it the rest of the way for the score. Lamar leads 14-0. Tigers would not stop there. They keep pouring it on. This time, set up in the red zone, Wilkerson drops back. He hits Trent Torbeck on the slant route for the easy touchdown. That extends the lead. Tigers win big, 62-0. Keep their season alive. They face Stockton next week.
Heading into our first break, here are some final scores from all around Southwest Missouri.
watching Fox 14's Pressbox, sponsored by Roper Kia, Missouri Southern State University, and Associates of Dentistry.
Welcome back to Pressbox here on Fox 14. Let's cross state lines over to Kansas, where the Girard Trojans entered the playoffs with a 5-3 record. The Trojans have won 3 of their last 4 games, and tonight, well, they get to host a playoff game. In Class 3A, Girard begins its playoff journey at home against the Bishop Ward Tornadoes, who make the trip down from Kansas City. First drive of the game, Scott Moore takes the snap and powers his way through a wall of defenders. He has at least half of the defense trying to bring him down, but he comes up 1 yard short on the 1 yard line. Next play, Moore takes it up the middle, uses his strength to score the touchdown. Girard leads 6-0. On the defensive end, Bishop Ward is in the red zone here. The quarterback can't escape the pressure, and that's Zach Benzo who brings them down for the sack. That drive would later result in a turnover on downs. So the Trojan offense goes right back to work, and this time they pitch it to Aiden Ashbacher, and he finds plenty of room on the outside edge here and goes out of bounds after picking up a huge chunk of yardage. Later in that drive, Girard calls on Scott Moore once again. He bounces to the outside and goes through a couple more defenders to score a second touchdown of the night. Girard goes on to handle Bishop Ward the rest of the remainder of this one as the Trojans win this one 43-15.
Last Friday, Columbus beat Parsons 28-14 in our game of the week. Tonight, we got a rematch between the two of them. This time, though, it's win or go home. Columbus hosts Parsons for the second week in a row. We pick it up, start of the third quarter. Titans lead 14-0. They get to work on the ground. Jet Tanner takes his handoff to the outside, gets a nice gain to move the chains. Later in that drive, Jack Valela gives it to Jaden Rodriguez on the jet sweep. He muscles inside the 10-yard line. Then, third down and goal. Valela, a play-action fake, delivers a strike to Reese Pons for the touchdown. Columbus takes a 21-0 lead. Parsons needs a response. And on the ensuing kickoff, this will help. Jason Smart finds a lane down the sideline, gets into Titan territory before he's ushered out of bounds. A couple plays later, Trey Logan back to pass, hits his receiver in the chest, but it bounces off him into the arms of Jace Midget for a pick. That kind of night for the Vikings. Columbus wins 21-0, goes on to regionals where it'll face Prairie View.
Well, let's take a look at the 2024 CNC champions as the Frontenac Raiders, who went undefeated in the regular season. Frontenac faces a familiar conference opponent in Baxter Springs, who's looking to play spoiler tonight. Baxter Springs doesn't have to travel far for round 1 of the playoffs. Second time this season that these two teams have met. Raiders meeting the Lions once again. We pick things up in the second quarter. Frontenac already leads 51-7. Isaiah Main just trying to buy some time here for Baxter. Throws this one deep, but this pass is intercepted by Caden Mirando. Raiders looking to score before halftime, but Brock Weimers takes the snap, and, well, there's a fumble with the football right here. Grady Roller recovers this for Baxter Springs. Lions get a much-needed turnover. Last play before halftime here. Maine looking to throw again, and it's intercepted by Jacob Murphy. He slows down to look for some space, and then he gets by a few defenders right here and takes this one all the way to the house for a pick 6. Frontenac takes a huge lead going to halftime. So then we head to the second half now. Frontenac is in full control. Brock Weimers takes the snap from under center. It's a play-action pass and finds his receiver, Baron Kunchek, all alone in the backfield for an easy touchdown. Frontenac does most of their damage in the first half. Raiders go on to win this game 71-21.
Now to Class 2A, Humboldt puts together an undefeated regular season. Cubs have looked borderline unbeatable this year. Cubs' next opponent is Atchison County in the first round of the playoffs. Tigers ball first. Their QB, Henry Urban, takes the snap, fires into traffic, and Brody Gunderman makes a great move on the ball to get an interception. Next drive, Humboldt with the football. Blake Ellis takes the snap, runs out to his right. He's almost gone on this play, but a shoestring tackle just trips him up. Later, Ellis runs to his right again and gets into the end zone this time for the Cubs. Next kickoff, Humboldt goes with an onside kick and recovers it. So they'll take over right away, and Ellis then in a quarterback takes a screen pass to Mason Sterling. He evades some tacklers, and he's going to evade actually all of the tacklers. Take it all the way for a touchdown. Humboldt wins 57-8. They'll face Riverton next week.
Well, the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons enter the playoffs as the number 9 seed in the Class 5A bracket. Pittsburgh will have to travel on the road for their first test in Topeka, playing against Highland Park. Pittsburgh goes on the road for its opening round playoff game. The Purple Dragons, they strike first. The QB keeper here by Carson Nicholson from 10 yards out makes it 7-0 Dragons. About 2 minutes later, Nicholson is back in and lets this one fly. Danny Durden, what a catch there for the touchdown, 14-0 Pittsburgh. Highland would answer on the next drive. 4th down here, rushing touchdown, makes it 14-6. Scott's on the board, but the 2-point conversion is no good. So early in the second quarter now, Dragons get right back to work. Nicholson uses his legs, this time for a 24-yard touchdown, make it 21-6 Pittsburgh. All Pittsburgh tonight on the road. Purple Dragons win 49-18. They'll face the number 1 seed St. Thomas Aquinas next week.
As we head to another break, here are some more final scores from around Southeast Kansas. Welcome back into Press Box. We're showing you a bunch of playoff games in Missouri and Kansas. Now let's go to Oklahoma. They still got 2 weeks of the regular season left there. Fairland at home and hit the ground running in the first half against Summit Christian tonight. Owls with the football, and Carson Schertz finds Kane Bowers on that pass play. That'll move the chains and then some before he's brought down by James Logan. That puts the Owls in great field position here to try and get on the board, and Schertz runs it into the end zone himself here. Fairland gets a touchdown there. That's their first of the night. Now, Eagles on offense. James Logan's pass is picked off by Colt Kinsey. Owls get the football back. Nice play on defense there. Summit Christian's defense trying to stop Schertz here, but to no avail. He gets Fairland on the board once again, up 13-0 at that point. Owls keep the pressure on all game. As we come on the air, no final score, but they lead 35-20 in the fourth quarter.
Well, we hope everyone in Fairland's okay after that storm that came through on Wednesday night. Well, just down the road in Wyandotte, the Bears are winners of their last 3 straight games. Tonight, Wyandotte plays in their final home game of the regular season. The Adair Warriors are up 8-0 to start the second half here. And, well, they want to keep that lead as we head into the third quarter right here. Adair's Cooper McCord makes a long pass and finds Derek Bailey, who runs it into the end zone. Adair now leads 16-0. Wyandotte struggles right here with a Bear fumble by the Warriors. And right here, not good right here, a little dump-off pass here, but the Bears fumble the football, and Adair, they're going to recover this one. So Adair's Cooper McCord now back on the offensive end. It was Cole Moody, gets some yards before he's finally brought down after a big gain right there. Wyandotte's Hunter White takes him down. That gives the Warriors the momentum they need. Cooper McCord hands the ball off to Gunnar Huffman, who runs it into the end zone once again. The Bears are on him, but it's a little bit too late. He earns another touchdown. Adair keeps the energy, and they go on to win this game, 40-14, the final.
As we go to break, here are some more final scores throughout Oklahoma. Hey, welcome back into Press Box. We got a few more games to show you. We go back to Missouri in a district quarterfinal. Now in the district quarterfinals, Sarcoxy at home against El Dorado Springs. 2 plays into the contest, Bears opening drive. Grant Caddick pitches it to Noah Garrison. He finds an opening, picks up a good 30 yards before he's finally brought down. Great field position, and then a few plays later, Sarcoxy still with it. Caddick hands off to Gatlin Malott. He finds a lane down the near sideline. He's gone. 59 yards all the way to the house. Bears score the first touchdown of the game. They lead the game 6-0. Several plays down the line, Caddick under pressure by the Bulldog defensive line, pitches it off to Malott yet again. He puts another one on the board for the Bears. They're up 14-zip, 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. First few minutes of the second quarter now, Caddick, nice fake here to Garrison. Then off to his left, he finds Caleb Chrisman. He sprints all the way to the end zone, 20-0 at that point. Sarcoxy rolls in this one. Final score, 52-7.
Big game right there. Well, of course, we've had a lot of coverage of playoff games with 11-man football, but how about some playoffs that start in the 8-man level? We have a couple of conference opponents that meet tonight on the gridiron. 8-man action from Liberal, Missouri as the Bulldogs are up on the Jasper Eagles, 34-16 to score in the second quarter. Eagles will not go down without a fight, however, as Carson Lehman scrambles around the backfield, avoiding the tacklers, and he unloads this one deep downfield for a wide-open Waylon Richhart for 6 points. That makes it a 40-23 ball game. On the following kickoff, Bulldogs will come firing right back as Ben Dingman almost loses the football, but then goes right through his hands, and then he recovers it. And well, after a few place blocks right here, then he takes this one all the way down the field for a 64-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. Great recovery there, 46-23 the score now. Bulldog defense would come up big as well as Lehman drops back, sends another deep ball, but this one is picked off at the goal line by Bentley Moore. The Liberal Bulldogs hold on to win the shootout, 60-38 the final score in that one.
Well, Kansas got the action started last night. We had a few more playoff games on Halloween. Riverton football begins its playoff run at home on Halloween night. Rams play host to Eureka. First Riverton drive of the game, couple yards out, Aiden Witherspoon carries it into the end zone, 6-zip Rams. Eureka's next drive, Peyton Hare rolls out to the right, floats a pass to the corner of the end zone. That is caught by TJ Mills. Just like that, we're tied at 6, but Riverton knows exactly how to respond. Speed option, Caleb Forbes pitches it to Witherspoon. He's got the corner, he's got his second touchdown of the game, 13-6 now. Later in the second quarter, down near the goal line again, Witherspoon takes it into the end zone. That's his third touchdown of the first half. He's not finished. Still in the second quarter, 3rd and long, Forbes delivers a screen pass to Witherspoon, makes a couple of guys miss. What a night for the sophomore running back, Aiden Witherspoon. 4 touchdowns in the first half. He'd leave the game with an injury early in the third quarter. Rams keep it moving though. Tyler Ritz takes the end around into the end zone for a touchdown. Riverton holds on 40-36. They advance to regionals next week.
Well, it was also Halloween night in Oswego as the Indians are hosting a playoff game against the defending state champion Linden Tigers. In the opening drive, Linden strikes first as James Marcotte powers his way into the end zone. The Tigers take the 6-0 early lead. On the ensuing kickoff here, check this out. Hunter Kelly's back deep to receive this one. He lets it bounce in front of him. Then he picks it up and hands it off to Dimitri Williamson. And he has an open lane down the sideline. No one will be there to catch him, and he is gone for a touchdown. Oswego ties the game at 6 points apiece. We head to the second quarter now. Oswego is down 18-14. Owen Jackson takes the football and doesn't like what he sees in front of him, so he reverses the other way. Finds enough space on the open field, scores another touchdown right here for Oswego, and now the Indians lead 20-18. Later in the second quarter now, Linden leads 24-22. Oswego goes back to work on offense. Hunter Kelly takes the handoff, gets by one defender, a little stiff arm there, races all the way to the end zone for another touchdown. It was a wild game all night, but Oswego goes on to win this game 60-50.
Well, now it's time for our Performance of the Week. Let us know who you think had the best performance of the night. Head to KOAMNewsNow.com/vote. Your first option is Pittsburgh. Purple Dragons crush Highland Park 49-18 on the road.
Usually this is a team award, but your second option is Aiden Witherspoon, the sophomore running back for Riverton, who scored 4 touchdowns in just the first half. He led the Rams to a 40-36 win over Eureka.
And your third option will go over to Missouri is Sarcoxy. Bears leave no doubt tonight in their win against El Dorado Springs. They take it 52-7. They're a dark horse to win that tournament, district tournament. Get your votes in now until Monday at noon. Again, KOAMnewsnow.com/vote. Well, that's all our time for tonight. Tomorrow, we got college football, Pittsburgh State against Central Missouri, Senior Day. Next week is our final press box of the season, and we'll see you then.